Here's the thing, guys. You have to realize that when you're doing things around people, people are not going to get you in the way that you need them to get you. You have to realize that they're not going to understand you about what you can do in terms of life. So if you want to actually expand yourself, if you want to grow yourself every single day, you have to talk words. You have to talk words with people. You have to give value in some kind of way, and you have to be able to do something for yourself that you've never done before. So you have to understand that you have to every single day make sure that you're never procrastinating, that you're doing things according to plan, and that you're coaching people on a daily basis. And now you have to realize that some people don't want to be coached. They don't want to know anything about life. You know, saying they want to ask you questions here and there. They want to ask you about something, but you have to realize something, that you have to add value in some kind of way. You have to do something for these people. You have to understand that you have to add value to their life in some kind of way. So the thing is that you have to realize that people put expectations on you. People expect a lot from you, and you have to realize that most of the time you're going to disappoint people. But realize this, you have to realize that every single day you have to do something for yourself that's going to help you to expand your life, that's going to help you to grow, that's going to help you to become a better person. So you have to realize that if you go on a trip somewhere and you're with your mother or you're with your father and you're in a camper van or anything like that, then you have to realize that you have to do content in some kind of way. You have to be writing something down. You have to be writing your life down. You have to be learning along the way. You understand? You have to adapt to the circumstances, but you have to understand that you have to be independent. You understand? You have to get to the point where you can go travel the world on your own expense instead of other people's expenses. You understand? So you have to realize that life is like that. Life is every single day doing something for yourself, doing things for others, making sure that you're trying to add value in some kind of way, that you're trying to do something for people. You know, so you have to every single day make common sense about whatever's going on in your life. So you have to realize that I don't know why, for example, people don't go to my profiles and stuff like that and search me up, and I don't understand why I don't understand why they don't get my books and all this content that I've given. You have to realize that my content online only helps people. It shows people my success. It shows people who I am. It shows people what I stand about. But the thing is that I promise you, it all looks good on my profile. And so I have to get into a position where I can coach people, where I can do something every single day for myself, where I can grow as a person. I need to be able to every single day help myself to grow in some kind of way. So that means reading something, that means experiencing communication with people, that means trying to elaborate on things that I am and trying to grow myself as much as possible in every single kind of way that I can. So you have to realize that I have to grow somehow. I have to do something in some kind of way that I can help myself to speak out those words, so I can communicate with myself on a daily basis, so I can do something for people, so that I can help myself to understand life. Most people around me don't understand what I can truly do, that I can become better, that I can help myself to grow and everything like that. But you have to realize that when things are happening for you, when things are done for you, you have to realize you have to be in a position of power where you can do things for yourself, where you can help people to grow in some kind of way. So you have to understand that you have to get into a position where you can communicate your needs, where you can communicate your ideas, where you can communicate things on a daily basis, where you can do your business every single day. So you have to understand that no matter what happens in your life, that you have to every single day grow as a person, grow every single day, do the best you can, help people with some kind of information that you have, and love your life. Love the life that you live. Try to understand it's not going to be perfect. Your life will never be perfect. No matter how much good you do in the world, people will always expect more from you. They'll always want to do, I promise you, they'll always want you to do things for them. They'll always want you to reach a higher expectation in your life. You understand? Some people who are not trying to kill you, some people who are not trying to cause you violence or anything like that. People who are doing good in the world are trying to help you to grow in some kind of way. So you have to realize that if they're just talking words to you, they're trying to help you grow. They're trying to, every single day, give you some knowledge, give you some wisdom and everything like that so that you can help yourself to succeed. But you have to realize that you never have to think what other people think of you. You just have to think about what you think about yourself. In a sense, so you have to realize your thoughts about you is more important than their thoughts about you. You understand? So people will tell you all these things. They'll tell you everything about life. They'll tell you, the promise you, people have gone through life. They've understood something about life. They can communicate. They can share their ideas. They can talk words to people. They can sit with people. They can grow together. They can give stories. They can do everything possible in life that you have never done. You understand? But you have to realize that you're on your own path. You have to go your own way. You understand? So you're going to understand that John C. Maxwell says that you're going to experience trade-offs in life. And this means it's either you're going to go New Zealand or you're going to go Australia. Where do you want to go? You can't have both. You understand? So you have to realize there are these trade-offs in life that you're going to have to choose where you're going to live, what you're going to do with your life, where you're going to work as, and everything like that. But you have to realize that somehow you have to have faith in yourself to grow. You have to have faith that you're going to reach the other side, that you're going to grow yourself in some kind of way. You know, so I post all this content online. I post a lot of information online and stuff like that. And when people see them, I promise you, when people come to my profile, they realize I'm doing things for myself online. You know, so that I'm posting content and everything like that. But you have to realize that the main thing is that people see that you're doing something. You know, and that you have a business, that you're growing yourself in some kind of way, that you're trying to grow, you're trying to expand yourself in some kind of way, you're trying to give ideas. And sometimes I feel that around people that I can't communicate the way I want to. But why is that? Because I realize when I speak words to them, it's more they get angry. They get so frustrated. They try telling me what to do. They try telling me everything about life. And you have to realize that I don't know anything about life. So I'm still growing. I'm still learning. But you have to realize that it becomes an argument. It becomes this kind of thing where they get very angry because of how much I stress them out or whatever it is. And you have to realize then I just shut up. I just be quiet and stuff. And you have to realize it's not a bad thing to be quiet. It's not a bad thing to be silent. You don't have to always be speaking words to them. But here and there, you have to sometimes to add a little bit of value to people here and there. So you have to realize no matter what, you just have to map your way around life. Understand exactly what's going on in your life. Try to make something for yourself. It's not a bad thing to go to the work. I promise you, it's not a bad thing to go 9-to-5 job and work for the rest of your life. It's not a bad thing. It gets you out of the house. You start communicating with people. You start maybe meeting someone that you like. You start having more money in your pocket. And then eventually you decide to go somewhere for yourself. You decide to go on a trip somewhere, wherever you want to go, because you have all this money now and you can just spend it and stuff. But realize this, that you have to make something for yourself. You have to make an experience for yourself. You have to understand there's worlds of worlds out there for you. You have to realize sometimes you can go to a nightclub, you can go to meet a woman somewhere or a man. You talk to them here and there, you speak to them ideas, you talk about your life. You have to realize that everyone's going to view you differently. You understand? Nobody's going to think, hey, you're such a bad person. You understand? But the thing is, you have to realize some people may think that. You understand? So I never worry about what people think about me. You understand? I just go do myself. I just go do my own life. I just go help myself to grow in some kind of way. I try to do an audio program here and there. You understand? It doesn't come out perfect. I wish I could be on camera right now and talk to you, but it's just not that kind of situation for me. You understand? It's not that situation for me to get on camera now and start speaking words to you. But what I do is I do an audio program here and there. Sometimes I do quotes. Sometimes I do writing materials in my phone. And I try to grow. I try to learn from the scenario that I'm in. I'm always learning about everything that I'm going through. You understand? I'm experiencing something in words. But that's life. Life is every single day understanding what you can do and what you are capable of, and that you can make your life much better. You understand that you can become more wise, that you can do something around your life that you can grow with. You understand? So you have to realize you have to put your experiences into words. You have to grow yourself in some kind of way that's going to help you to grow. And you start giving these ideas to people. You start manifesting a great life. You understand? That's what it's all about. We all want to live the great life. But what is the great life? I realize the great life is just growing. You understand? Growing with the time. Making sure that you're just doing much better than yesterday. You understand? It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're creating experiences for yourself, giving those ideas every single day, understanding the points of view of others, making sure that you're vibing with people. Don't swear at people. I promise you. Also, if you understand that, if you ever swear at God, for example, do you ever swear at God? I promise you don't swear at God, so why would you swear at people? So when you give ideas, for example, you just start growing yourself in some kind of way. You're doing some value in the planet. You're doing something to help yourself to grow. And you have to realize that people are always going to be learning about you. They're always going to be learning about exactly how you act, how you feel, how you do things around your life, how you speak words and stuff like that. But you're always changing with the time. You are as many forms as there are words. So there's so many formats that you can go into, that you can speak about, that you can have a conversation with people. And sometimes it feels like when I'm around people, I just shut up, because the thing is that I'm like the most silent person in the room. Because you have to realize that the more silent I am with them, the better. Do you know why? Because I don't have to prove myself to these people. I don't have to prove how good I am. I don't have to prove anything to them. All I have to do is my own business, making sure that I'm adding value here and there, and I'm doing something for myself that's going to help me to grow, that's going to help me to expand myself, that's going to help me to do something for myself that I can grow with, and giving a lot of content in the planet every single day, making sure that I'm growing myself in some kind of way. So no matter what happens in your life, make sure that you're always thriving, that you're always going forward, that you're always understanding that you have to adapt to different scenarios. You have to understand that you're going to be put in situations where you've never been in those situations before. Recently I went on a camper van trip with my mum. You have to realize that the thing is that we were talking, we were going to restaurants, we were just traveling with the camper van, we were sleeping in the camper van. We went to the beach, for example. We took photos and videos of the trip and stuff, and I'm posting it up online. But you have to realize that not many people are watching my content. Although I try to be consistent on my YouTube channel, I try to be every single day posting content and stuff like that, because someone out there is gonna jump on my profile and they're gonna see my update about things. About what my life is and how good I'm doing and everything. You have to realize that I like to be alone. I like to be very alone. I like to solve my own mystery. I like to, every single day, give as many ideas as possible, even if that's being in my room all day. You understand? Because I have peace in my room. I have peace. Nobody's causing me trouble. You understand? I don't have to talk to anybody, for example, except myself. You understand? It's all a lot of work. You understand? Life is a lot of work. You understand? It's not a bad thing to work. You have to understand, you have to make a living somehow. But you have to also not rely on other people. You have to put yourself in situations where you're going to learn, where you're going to do something to learn something new. You understand? That's how life is. You have to adapt to life. You have to adapt to change. You have to grow yourself in some kind of way that's going to help you to understand life. And then when you put yourself in some kind of situation, when you're growing yourself, in some kind of way. You're speaking your mind, and speak your mind into people, and you have to realize that if you're making content that nobody knows about, then eventually you have to make events around people so that people can come to your profile, so they can see what you're doing, so that they can see that you're successful, that you have some kind of life that you're giving, that you're straightforward, having more success in your life and stuff like that. I'm not a stupid person. I have a lot of information I can give to people. Yes, and I have a lot of information to give to people, but I want to give people space. I want to give people some silence. Yes, and you have to realize that most people are going to tell you they know things about life already. They're going to speak in their own method. They're going to say, oh, don't speak like that, don't talk like that, don't talk words like that, because they think in a certain way about what's true for them. Yes, but you have to speak in your way in terms of what's true for you. I like to teach people things, but some people are offended about that, because it shows them how stupid they are when you're teaching them something about life. And so the thing is, then they will say that everyone has to learn, everyone has to grow, and you have to realize that you have to put yourself in situations where you're going to learn, where you're going to grow, where you're going to experience something new. But life is passing, yes, and life is going quickly. And the more words you talk into life, the better your life is going to be, you understand? So you have to understand every single day, no matter what you're trying to achieve, no matter what you're trying to give out in terms of life, you have to understand to show yourself what you can do. You have to show of yourself. You have to show something about yourself to people, some kind of aspect of you, about how successful you are, how good are you, you understand? How good can you be? You understand? That's what it's all about. It's always about understanding where you're coming from, understanding your point of view, understanding something about how you're going to grow yourself, how you're going to adapt to change, how you're going to help yourself to understand something about life, and then moving forward with everything that you have. You understand? So no matter what happens, guys, just understand you have to do your life in some kind of way. You have to, every single day, do your business, do something around life that's going to help you to understand even more, that you just grow yourself every single day, understanding that you have to speak your mind. You have to, every single day, get in a situation where you're growing yourself in some kind of way, being a professional person, looking good. You understand? You have to look good. You have to feel healthy. You have to understand life is adaptive, and you have to understand you have to adapt to life. You have to adjust your circumstances. You have to adjust to the circumstances of your life. And sometimes you have to travel. You have to travel somewhere. You have to do something with yourself. You know, saying you have to expand in every single kind of way possible that you can. You have to do something every single day to grow people a lot. You know, so you have to realize that if you don't have money, if you don't have much of a life, you have to realize you have to do something with your life, regardless of the money. Or you have to realize money is not going to make you happy. Money is going to only be something that amplifies you. You understand? Money is not the end all be all. Yes, and your words that you speak out of your mouth is everything that there is. You understand? All that you have to understand is you have to experience new things every single day. Put yourself in situations you've never been in before. Go somewhere different. Experience something new for yourself, and just live your life. You understand? Live your life, even if you're not rich, even if you're poor, whatever it is. You have to adapt to life. You have to, every single day, do something that's going to help people to grow. And that's the whole thing about life. The whole thing is always saying the truth and nothing but the truth. You understand? Making sure you're exposing yourself, making sure you're doing something for yourself, living the life that you have right now. You understand? And then being in the moment, being present with yourself, talking words here and there, learning something new, understanding how you're moving forward, understanding the how, understanding the why of things. You understand? Understanding exactly what you're gonna do and why. You understand? And then planning it down on paper. You understand? Writing it down, doing a lot of writing every single day. You understand? Making sure that you're fully absorbed into what you're doing. You understand? That's what it's all about. That's what passion is. Passion is making a business come true. You understand? Making something come true for yourself. Manifesting something. You understand? You have to be manifesting your life. Manifesting a great life. Manifesting the best life that you can have every single day. Every single day getting better. Every single day improving yourself. Every single day changing your personality. Changing the person you are. Changing into a different version of you. You understand? That's what it's all about. It's always about adapting into a different person and being yourself. Yes, and be yourself as much as possible. Go into silence sometimes. Listen to silence. Be peaceful with your life. You understand? Don't cause violence. You understand? That's what you have to do. And every single day, you just grow yourself as much as possible, making sure that you're living a great life and understanding that you have to always speak words. There's always more coming around. There's always more that you can do. There's always more that you can speak about. And there's always more that you can push your boundaries with. In a sense, so if you have learned anything in this audio program, I hope that you enjoy your day. I hope that you share the message around and spread the word of God, spread everything around life, share it around and try to make an impact in the world.